So before I begin progress monitoring, I'm going to show you what I have. I'm going to be using the Benchmark Advanced Progress Monitoring Binder that you all have. Within the binder, I'm going to be using the 1-minute oral fluency quick check instructions. I'm also going to be using the 1-minute timed reading rate goals. And I'm also going to be using the oral fluency and phrasing rating rubric. If you want to print out the Benchmark Advanced quick checks, there are 4 different passages. So Jamila's teacher said that she's ready to move up to another level. So I'm going to test Jamila at one of the passages that say level H to I. There's also another one that says level H to I, and there's also one that says level H. Level H would be on the lower end, but because her teacher said that she's ready to move up, I'm going to test her at a level H to I. Okay, so Jamila, this passage is going to be about students who are making shadows on the wall with their hands. So I want you to read this passage in your best voice, and it's a front and back passage. Okay, so go ahead and begin when you're ready.
Whose shadow? Kim, May, and Ben were playing. They are making shadows on the wall. They use their hands to make shadows. Look at my shadow, says Kim. Quack, my shadow is a duck. Look at my shadow, says May. Meow, my shadow is a cat. How about my shadow, asked Ben. Woof, my shadow is a little dog. Do you like my shadow? I like your shadow, says Kim, but who is making the shadow of a big dog? Not me, says May. Not me, says Ben. The children turn around. They see Ben's dog, Jake. Jake is making the shadow of his own. The children laugh. Jake is making the best shadow of all.
Okay, so Jamila, I'm going to go ahead and ask you the self-check questions. So number 1, Kim, May, and Ben were making blank on the wall.
Shadows.
Okay, number 2, how was Kim's shadow different from May's shadow?
Kim's shadow was a duck, and May's shadow was a cat.
Okay, and number 3, how did Jake surprise the kids?
Jake surprised the kids by what he popped out of the window and made his shadow of his own of a big dog.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and begin scoring Jamila. So right now, Jamila is a 3rd grader, and it's the middle of the year, so she should be reading. The goal is 105 words per minute, so I'm going to write that down under the national norm of words per minute. So Jamila read the entire passage, 115 words, but she got 3 wrong, so she read 112 out of 115 words, so I'm going to put that down under the correct words per minute. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and score Jamila for oral fluency and phrasing. So for phrasing and fluency, Jamila read in longer, more meaningful phrases. She used pitch, stress, and author syntax to reflect comprehension. So I'm going to score her phrasing and fluency as a 4. For her intonation, Jamila read with a monotone voice, but she did adjust her intonation in some areas where I saw where there was an exclamation mark. She did read it appropriately, and she consistently attended to punctuation. So she was between a 2 and a 3, but I'm going to go ahead and score her a 3. And then for comprehension, Jamila got all 3 questions correct. But number 3, I felt that she could have elaborated more or given more detail as to how the kids didn't know who was making the big shadow, and they turned around and saw Jake making the shadow. So I'm not going to score her a 4. I'm going to give her a 3. So Jamila's scores right now are 4 for fluency and for phrasing and fluency, 3 for intonation, and 3 for comprehension. So I would say that Jamila would be able to move up to the next level because she did score, she scored mostly 3s and then she got a 4. So I feel that Jamila is ready to move up to the level I.